Hello, this is Kate from Daily Tarot Girl, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this week, I'm using a tarot deck that I recently got. It's the Giant Rider-Waite tarot deck. I'm not new to the Rider-Waite deck, but the Giant Rider-Waite tarot deck is new for me. All right, so before we dive into today's reading, I just want to let you know that I'm going to be teaching a 4-week tarot course. It's called A Date with Your Tarot Deck, and classes start on April 14th, and you can sign up right now. And basically, this is a 4-week tarot course, and it's for tarot students of all levels who want to develop a powerful connection to their tarot cards so that doing a tarot reading feels like having a conversation with the universe. So I will put the sign up link below so you can check it out if you're interested. So let's dive into today's tarot reading. So my intention with the reading today is just to get an overview of the week ahead and some of the themes, some of the opportunities and energies that might come up for us. So here we have the card for Monday and Tuesday. So the beginning of the week is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is kind of a luxurious card, and it's also a very physical card because it's from the suit of Pentacles. So the suit of Pentacles is the physical suit. This is the suit that aligns with the physical realm, so the body, money, material goods, food, things like that. And the Nine of Pentacles is really a card of plenty, of abundance, but also like slowing down and relaxation. Now, you might notice, well, actually, you probably won't notice because it's so tiny, but on the very bottom right here of the card is a snail. And even though that is like one of the smallest symbols on this card, I think it's the most powerful because I see the Nine of Pentacles as a card of slowing down and giving yourself that luxury of slowing down. And how this might show up for you, or one way that you can do this in your day-to-day life, is taking your time with certain tasks, or not necessarily taking your time, but like being fully present. When you're fully present, sometimes it feels like time slows down. So for example, let's say you're washing the dishes. Really just taking a moment to tune into your physical senses and feel the hot water on your hands, smell the smell of the dish detergent, just being really present in that moment when you're, walking outside somewhere, like taking the time to just feel the breeze on your skin, feel the sunshine, smell the smells, stop and smell the roses. This doesn't necessarily mean like doing things more slowly, but doing things more mindfully and really being in your body. So this is a nice way to kind of start your week off. And if you can make that like conscious effort at the beginning of the week to really get into your body, pay attention to your physical senses, it will help you feel more grounded and just more stable and rooted as you move through the week. Okay, let's look at the next card. I'm actually just going to put this card down for now, just because there's not enough space on my thingy. Okay, so here we have Six of Swords for the middle of the week. So Wednesday, Thursday-ish, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card of transition. I think of it as kind of moving from point A to point B, going from one place to another place. It's not just about transition, but also a card of change. So there's a lot that's coming up for me with this card. For some of us, we might be moving on from something. So leaving something behind, going towards, a new horizon. but that horizon yet is unknown. So it's kind of this awkward phase of like letting go of something, walking away from something, walking towards something else, but not really knowing what that other thing is or what it's going to be like. And you kind of have your fingers crossed that things will be better, but you don't know for sure. It's a card of things being unknown as of yet. So that's one interpretation. That's one thing I'm getting from this card. I get three things actually. So that's number one. Second thing is this message that as you go through the transitions in your life, as you walk away from some things and walk towards other things, you are being helped and guided. So this guy here, the guy who's steering the boat or rowing the boat or whatever, he's like the guide for the people that are in the boat. So that's something I think that's kind of nice to keep in mind. It's that you're being helped. Whenever you find yourself in this like awkward place of transition and change, there's always forces that are helping you and guiding you. That might be in the form of a good friend or a family member or a mentor, or it may be less obvious. So it might be more in the form of like a spirit guide. Your ancestors who have passed on might be helping you in spirit form, or even just your higher self. So you're always being guided and supported, even though sometimes it may not be obvious. And then the third thing I get with this card is that the Six of Swords represents a bit of a change and a bit of a shakeup. And I think that so many of us are like craving something different right now. And if you can find a way to create kind of little changes in your life, sometimes that can lead to bigger changes. So just switching up your routines and habits can be really powerful. So changing, if you normally always walk in a particular spot, switching up your route. Or if you normally always go to this one coffee shop, switching up, going somewhere different. If you normally always eat the same thing for breakfast, trying something different, like just a little change that will those little changes shift the patterns. And so sometimes if you're feeling like you're stuck in a rut and you're kind of spinning your wheels and every day feels like the same, just making like a little adjustment can shift other things without us really realizing it. So that's the message I get. One of the messages I get with this card. Okay, let's have a look at the last card. Ooh, all right. So here we have the Seven of Cups for the end of the week. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So interesting, we got all minor arcana cards. 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups, I sometimes think of this card as, it's not so much a card of confusion, but it's this feeling of having a lot of different ideas or options or opportunities and really wanting to make the most of all of them and running the risk of trying to do it all and spreading yourself too thin. The message I get with this card is keep it simple and don't spend too much time contemplating and being in limbo trying to make a decision. You only have so much energy and so much time to dedicate to things. So if you try to do too much, if you try to be all things to all people, if you try to fulfill all of your goals and all of your dreams this week, like you're not going to succeed. You're going to stress yourself out. You're going to burn yourself out. So the message I get with the 7 of Cups is make a choice, make a decision and stick with it and keep it simple. Just because you close one door or you put something to the side, it doesn't mean you can't go back and revisit it at a later time. So keeping that in mind and really trying not to get too overwhelmed here. And again, don't spread yourself too thin. Don't try to be all things to all people this week. Okay, let's have a look at all of the cards together. going to try to get them so they don't all fall down. Okay, so let's look at all the cards. Now, when I zoom out and look at them all together, I'm kind of, one interesting way to read the cards as like a sentence. So this is the beginning of the sentence, this is the middle, this is the end. Or you could think of each card being a sentence in a paragraph. So kind of tying it together. So if I were to read these cards like a sentence, the first card is slow down and stop and smell the roses. As you do that, you'll have clarity on what kinds of changes you need to make and where it is that you need to go. And then third, as opportunities present themselves, keep it simple. Don't try to do everything. What I'm getting as I look at all these cards together is that if you make any changes midweek, if any changes are made, it actually is going to open the door for more opportunities and more ideas and inspiration and possibilities. So as you make changes, more possibilities present themselves. That's a good and bad thing. It's good because it's good for there to be lots of possibilities, but it's bad because it can be overwhelming and you can have some confusion about, okay, what's the right choice? How, what do I need to do? So this is where this first card comes in here. So this first card, 9 of Pentacles, is all about connecting with your body, getting grounded, connecting to the physical realm, really slowing down, tasting your food, stopping and smelling the roses, being fully present. When you're in that state, it's going to make you less confused when you need to make choices. And it's just going to give you a sense of direction and clarity as you move through the week. Let's have a look and see if there's anything else. It's interesting, we have this guy with his back to us, and this guy also with his back to us. They're kind of similar. Other than that, I'm not getting anything else. So I'm going to close the reading, and I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope you find this reading helpful. Feel free to share your own ideas, your own insights on the cards in the comment section below. And make sure you check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I'll put a link to my site below this video, but also check out my 4-week tarot course. I'd love to have you join. It's called A Date with Your Tarot Deck, and it's going to be tons of fun. I'll put the link below where you can get more info. And I just want to say, I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you for watching.